Hi, kids. You know the drill. I think this is number 4 of the readings that I'm going to do. This is the Silver Acorn Tarot by Stephanie Buscema. I believe I have that right. I stupidly forgot to take the box down because this has been on my desk. So if I'm wrong, I will update that in the comments, but I don't think I am. This is the most charming deck of 2023, I would say. A little out of my norm, but I like it. All right. Don't have to shuffle too much because these aren't actual readings. They're just for learning. Ooh, the Tower. The Sun again. I had the Sun in the exact same position in the last one I did. Maybe they're trying to tell me something. Actually, it's a rainy day, so that's kind of a problem. Don't look at my chaos. Don't look at my mess. Don't fall, Spider-Woman. Okay, everything's falling. I love this deck. I mean, I love all the decks I'm showing you. I love this death card. Love him. I love this deck. All right. So, what do we got? Tower, Sun, Knight of Wands, 8 of Coins, 10 of Wands, the Tower, Page of Swords, Death, the Emperor, and the 4 of Swords. We're ending in the 4 of Swords. This is not necessarily going to be the most transformative experience because we're ending in a 4. Despite that we have major cards. We have the Sun, the Tower, and Death. Like, those are big ones. And the Emperor. But we're going to jump in. The Tower gives way to the Sun. Interesting opening gamut, Tarot. It's almost interesting too when I read with when I do a general reading and it sort of begins or starts with majors. What's so interesting to me about that is it actually tells me less than a minor because the generality, the metaphor of the majors actually makes it to me less specific. It makes it a little bit harder to narrow down. So we have a huge opening, a crash, revealing the Sun. So you've been through some shit. This is sort of where I'm going. And the Sun is finally coming out. And then the Knight of so the Sun. So yes, that's my opening gamut or my thesis, right? Been through some shit. The Sun's coming out. Now we've got the top row: the Sun, the Knight of Wands, and the 8 of Coins. Despite everything that's been going on, seems so sort of now so fresh. Like, despite the fact that the world has been ending, you've just been going along doing your job. Who knew? But now that the Sun is coming out, you're actually really red. The Knight of Wands is like, I see the Sun, I want to go out there. It's Leo realness for the gods. So having been through so much, you've sustained your labor, and now you kind of want to come out and play. And there's nothing wrong with that. The question is it a good time? What's going to happen, etc. So, second row, 10 of Wands, Tower again, Page of Swords. The connection point for me in this row is that we have the Knight of Wands and the Sun at the top, and then the Wands, the 10 of Wands at the bottom. 10s are frequently conclusive, terminal, as it were. And it's next to the Tower, which tells me that whatever happened is done. It may have taken a lot of your energy with it, but it's done. And you're curious now about what the world looks like. You know, I'm getting with this Page of Swords here. Swords, we don't usually think of swords necessarily as vision, but we communicate visually as well as verbally, as well as with language, as well as with words. So there's like a vision oh God, I can't believe I just said that. Forgive me. There's like a vision action now. The Page of Swords is giving me visionary. It's giving I'm curious about what the world looks like after the rubble clears. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. But you're still carrying a lot of shit that's over and done. So while you're like, I know that it's different now. Oops, I just ripped my microphone off. I got so excited. you're still carrying the dead weight. So you can't move forward because even though everything has changed, you're still carrying the dead weight. Jumping to the columns, right? Bottom row, Death, the Emperor, and the Four of Swords. Actually, the Four of Swords is giving me rest here. You do need to drop the dead weight. The Emperor is another 4, and there's a I usually term this term conservative with 4s, but I tend to use that like politically. But in this case, I mean literally. There's a conservation. You are convinced that you have to conserve what has died. And that's okay. You need a rest. But you can't carry it forever. So now the columns. Sun, Ten of Wands, Death. Actually is kind of a sexy row. Because death in the Tower and the Devil, typically of I guess a Christian influenced system, are the most negative cards in the majors to a lot of folks, but they're also to me the ones most closely associated with sex. And of course, sex was evil to those people. And the Sun is hot. So this may have been a relationship. This may have been a situationship is more likely. It's done, though. You got to stop carrying it. Knight of Wands, Tower, Emperor. You were looking for this to happen anyway, and it did, and that's good. But again, this poor Emperor looks so nervous. What if I let go? What if I let go? What if I let go and I don't have anything? What if? That's kind of the thing there. Then we get the last row with the 8 of Coins, the Page of Swords, and the 4 of Swords. It's making me think, like, just do a little crocheting, just be curious, but don't push. You do have to let the stuff go, but it's going to take a little time. The 4 of Swords knights to the 10 of Wands, which knights to the 8. So this tendency is not going to go away anyway. Neither is this one, but you do need to rest. Death knights to the Knight of Wands, and so there's a little bit of action there. Also to the Page of Swords. So again, these are 2 active cards. So while you do need rest, you don't need stasis. And you should be exploring what turns you on. So that's the reading. Again, you can see that these are relatively short. You can do a 9-card spread relatively quickly. You can go deeper. You can explore the imagery. You can explore the whatever, the visual language, all of that. But it's, if you're getting what you need, if you're getting clear answers, you don't have to go deeper than you need to. You can stretch this out. You can make this take longer. But again, it depends on the context, right? It depends on the kind of reading you're doing. I have learned to read very quickly. That is neither a good or a bad thing. It is just a thing. And there may be times where people wish I would take longer. Weirdly, a lot of my client readings come at these markets and fairs lately, and there's an incentive, for me anyway, to reading quickly, which is that I get more clients in an evening. So brevity is the soul of wit, as Shakespeare said, and that turns out to be useful, for me anyway, at the ballet. So yeah, there's that reading. Be good. Take care. Talk soon.